bill. It's also one that speaks to the public, and of course, sometimes it may be one that may be thoroughly misunderstood. But Mr. Speaker, I'd like to ask a question. Can we really stop a person from seeking medical help outside of Nigeria? Now, I think, as Honorable Markwa said, we must make the distinction. Yes, we can put a regulation on using public funds to treat a person or to treat self. For instance, Mr. Speaker, sir, in my capacity as chair of the House Committee on Foreign Relations, I've had the unfortunate experience of finding out that public funds, for instance, in places like London, in Brazil, we have run up tabs of about $300,000 in treating certain officers of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. I know that in Brazil, a large chunk of the debt that Nigeria presently owes, $326,000, was in treating one cancer patient. I know that in the UK, we've run up a tab of £216,000 for treating one officer. I also know that a few people have come up to me to say, put in a word, we want to be posted out of this country on humanitarian grounds because they have life-threatening diseases, and therefore they expect that public funds will be used to treat them. Now, in those cases, I believe, and in engaging with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, we've spoken to those policies, and I believe that that is one policy that they are starting to ensure never happens again because it is public funds. However, when we have a bill that says that no public officer should seek medical attention outside of this country, it's unconstitutional. I think it even infringes on a person's right to movement. It infringes on a person's right to take decisions, to association, to movement. And I do not know, and I want to be corrected, if there is anywhere in the world where there's any such law that says that you cannot. What we require, and there was a motion that was brought to the floor of this House when the conversation about the state of the State House Clinic was brought up. A couple of us wanted to bring up amendments on this floor to seek a whole-scale health reform bill that would look at reforming our health sector in such a way that would make affordable health care for Nigerians. Of course, we're talking about training and retraining doctors, equipping our doctors, looking at what is appropriated for the health sector. But, Mr. Speaker, sir, I am a little worried that this bill just gives a carte blanche infringement on everybody's rights. I hope that even if it goes through to second reading, and I hope it does, that we look at this bill as far as utilizing public funds for treating public servants with regards to healthcare, and come up with a separate bill that looks at extensive healthcare reforms in our country in such a way that makes healthcare affordable and reachable to everybody who requires healthcare. That is my submission.